NERF and 3D printing go together like frickin' chocolate and peanut butter, and trust me on that one, I am a fat man. That being said, I've got two very interesting 3D printed pieces from NERF EZE's Etsy, and you will find a link to these two things and more down in the description below, because this stuff is really freaking cool. We're gonna set this one aside because we're gonna look at that in a little bit. We're gonna start with the easy one, and that is, of course, this thing. This is a Magwell meant for the Longshot that works with both Talon and Katana mags, and I would assume whatever one's derivatives that are 3D printed, but it is a 3D printed insert, and it does some really interesting things. So obviously it will work with both types of magazine, which is pretty important. But you'll notice this thing right here is the mag release, which is, I don't know if you've used the Longshot, but the mag release on the Longshot is pretty frickin' awful, I would say. And we're gonna grab the big old red beautiful, not finished yet, I'm waiting on one more part for this thing before I completely max it out. But it's a Magwell, so you just open up the breech and it's already primed because I knew I was gonna do this video, and priming this thing is an absolute just terror because 20 kilogram spring and whatnot. But we just gotta put this in here. It's a little finicky, you gotta be a little careful too. But it goes, come on, get it, maybe, come on. And there we go. It should lock into place. Yep, just like that. So now, not only does our Longshot look significantly cooler, I might add, but we can now use a Talon magazine, stick that in there, and it does work perfectly fine. I've fired it and everything like that, no worries whatsoever. And then, of course, you can just press that button, eject it, and put in a Katana mag, and get the exact same effect, and a much better, amazingly better magazine release. It requires no modification to your Longshot whatsoever, which is awesome, and I don't think I'm ever going to take that piece back out, so we'll just put it like that, and yeah, no, that's absolutely incredible. It also almost doubles as a trigger guard. It's amazing. A really well-designed piece, I would say. I asked for them in pink because I like the color pink, and you're gonna find out shortly that I'm a complete idiot because I got the other thing, which is a magazine release for the Stryfe, and this is the main thing I wanted to talk about because this one allows you to change any normal Stryfe to shoot short darts. The original pusher will clip in right there, and when you push it, it will go like that and push darts out of the magazine. This one only works with Talons. It's only got the one mag release right there, but that is incredible because this is a non-permanent way to reliably get your Stryfe to shoot half darts or full-length darts, depending on your mood and or available ammo. And if you've been paying attention, you would know that short darts, the cut-down Adventure Force waffles, are really good in flywheelers, as Bradley Phillips has found out, which I believe was also kind of discovered originally by What the Foam. But I'm kind of interested. However, this one does require some shell modification, really light shell modification, to get it to be installed inside your Stryfe. And, well, it's very easy. There are lots of steps on the actual Etsy page itself, but where's the fun in that? We gotta do things the hard way, so I have this. I've been meaning to do something with this blaster for a while now because it's a completely blue, minus this piece right here and these metal bars, Stryfe. Well, worker swordfish in this case, although the internals are still the normal, you know, pusher and whatnot. It's beautiful. These are Biggs NZ's resin casted parts, and they fit on this blaster like a glove, and I really think it would be cool to have this kind of mag right up in there, which would be awesome, except for he already sells this in like Sonic Ice blue colors, and I asked for it in pink. Bit of an oversight. It's not really gonna matter so much once it's in the blaster, but you get what I'm talking about. And there's a slight issue with this mag release right here. I may just remove this mag release, because honestly, just keeping this one shooting short darts without actually having to cut the blaster in half and move it back like I was planning on doing, because that wouldn't let me use this beautiful Magwell that I love so much from Worker. Yeah, and we'll use like an SMG kind of thing. We'll use short. So I'm really excited to do that. So let's bust this thing apart, put a flywheel cage in it. Hey, we got a blue flywheel cage for that. And make it awesome. At least that's the goal anyway, because it's going to require, again, a lot of effort to kind of get this in there because the pusher is a different shape and everything like that. This is meant to go in a Stryfe. It works way easier in a Stryfe. I'm shoving it in a Swordfish, so there's going to be a little more work involved on that. In a Stryfe, all you have to do is cut out like a couple of ribbing parts and you're good to go. In this, I'm gonna have to kind of cut away the pusher a little bit to get it to fit in there and everything like that. And if you try to use this with like an auto pusher kit, it's probably gonna require a lot of effort as well because this is meant to go on the original NERF Stryfe pusher. But let's get this thing apart and see what it does. That was like the most painless experience possible. And we've got a beautiful, beautiful flywheel cage we need to stuff in here, which I will laugh if I have to cut away stuff to get the worker's cage to fit in worker's blaster. And just a quick test, let's see. So my original problem right now is this mag release is too long. Now with a stock Stryfe mag release, it's not going to matter at all, but for this thing, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a pain. So I'm honestly just going to remove it for right now. Since once I have this new mag release installed anyway, it's gonna work perfectly fine. Let's see if this will, oh, it almost does, to be perfectly honest. We'll have to see if we can, I could probably just grab a Stryfe pusher now that I think about it, but we might have to just trim it down a little bit to get it to fit in. No, well, yeah, just a little bit on maybe the back end. Actually, I don't know, because that's very, very close. I would assume it would be almost identical because this is, of course, a pusher meant for the, like, it's meant to be a Stryfe pusher. So we'll just, I'm going to shave this down a little bit with a file and see what happens. And I would say that's just about perfect. So it does work now, but I do have to remove the mag release. So once this goes in for right now, I can't take this thing apart without actually taking the blaster apart. But the idea is you're gonna kind of push that out like that again with the blaster. Once you've done the light modifications you need to get this into a Stryfe, you're gonna kind of tease the trigger out a little bit, and you're just gonna try to mesh that up, and then you're good to go. With this one, again, I had to sand a little bit because this isn't exactly a Stryfe, but the idea is still there. Of course, with the worker-style mag release, I cannot fit it in there because now we have that. So, for me, this is kind of a semi-permanent modification, but we should be able to fit these halves of the thing together. And yeah, there's still, it could be a little bit smoother for me. I might just be able to lubricate everything though. So we can't have all of that on there, and then we can do that, and you try to tell me that doesn't look like it's meant to be there. Oh, that is too cool. And then if we wanted to remove it, well, we would just hit the mag release up here and kind of tease it out, but since we can't do that, you get it, but same thing, you'd pull the trigger a little bit and then just pull the Magwell out. That is way too cool. All right. That works, and oh, I am a freaking moron. I was gonna do something cute like, oh, this is normally the magazine I use, and then I remembered I took out the freaking magazine lock. Oh, I'm so dumb. So this is the kind of magazine I would normally use. It's got a short dart follower, even though it's a huge mag, but it would look a heck of a lot cooler using one of these. That's for sure. So let's see if we can get this to work now. So we're going to put this in there very gently. It doesn't seem to want to go in there. Oh, wait. No. Oh, there we go. So we just need to make sure, thankfully we have a transparent blaster, and we get the pusher right in there, just like that. That snaps into place. Theoretically, it should be able to shoot short darts now. So we'll put a couple in here. And keep in mind, if you were to do this in a Stryfe, you'd have probably a normal magazine release, and this would work perfectly fine for that. I don't, because I'm dumb, so... It does work perfectly fine. My biggest issue is still getting this to return all the way. That'll be something I'll have to figure out. That's, again, something on my end, because this isn't supposed to work with a swordfish, but it did look so cool. And, of course, you would just pull this out and put it in a normal magazine if you wanted it to shoot normal darts, which I should still be able to technically do. If I were to just put my little tool back in here. There we go. And pull that out normally. Again, I have the magazine wheel in the way, but then you can just slam in a normal full dart thing. So you give yourself the ability to easily switch between both sides of darts in a standard Stryfe, which is absolutely excellent. Well done, NERF EZE. That works really, really well. What an ingenious system. I'm very impressed. Oh, I just put that back in there without lining it up again. Oh, I need to fix this somehow. Okay, so I know exactly what I'm gonna do, because I am going to get myself a Sonic Ice one of these and finish this blaster up, because this blaster needs to be finished with all nice, clear blue parts. Let me know what you think about this system down in the comment section below. I'm really interested to get some feedback on this one, because I think it's absolutely awesome, and I know going forward a lot of people are going to be shooting short darts out of their flywheelers, because while this wasn't very common before, recently it's kind of had a huge resurgence thanks to a lot of new data. Again, mostly pushed by Bradley Phillips, who does a lot of testing with short darts and is a very bright individual. You can check out his channel down in the description below, and of course the Etsy store link to all the stuff that NERF EZE makes. That is just so cool and such a comfortable mag release. Oh, I'm happy. Other than that, this has been Walcom S7. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one.
You gotta up, upside down.